Welcome to TEL. In this session, I will be showing learning resources using digital technology. My name is Sara Berinto. I am a marine biologist and I am a lecturer in Swansea University in the Biosciences department. In this session, I will introduce you the learning resources I've used in my classes, the advantages and disadvantages, my students' feedback, and what I'd like to do in the future. So, as a member of Swansea University, we have access to Blackboard. This is a virtual learning environment that we use on a daily basis. I am also a TED-Ed educator. I use TED-Ed platform to create interactive lessons. And I also used Kahoot, which is a game-based learning platform where students use their smartphones to participate in quiz games. But let's see, this is Blackboard. Let's go to my Blackboard. This is the lab skills that I'm coordinate this module. So this is environment that I use, and let's go through the contents. Of course, you do have staff contacts and so on, but I really want to show you the content. So I've organized my different sessions. Each session corresponds to a lecture. I'm going to look into session 2, for instance. What I want to improve is to describe what this feature is. This is a PowerPoint in this case, and I've chosen it to open it in Blackboard, and this is basically the PowerPoint I've shown in my classes. If I go back, I can see the other resources I've used. As mentioned before, I'm a TED educator, but you can also use TEDs with their platform. This is a TED platform. They have many different lessons. This is one of many, and it's been already made by instructors, and I've shown this in class, and then I gave them the link to my students, and they can go back at home and they can see it again, but they can also answer the questions that have already been presented by the instructor of this TED-Ed, for instance. If I go back to the content of my session 2 in Blackboard, you can see there are other things. So this is this short animation video, and I always say if this was displayed or it wasn't displayed during class. So for instance, this video hasn't been displayed in class, whereas this video was displayed during the class session. Going back to the content of several sessions, you can see that, for instance, I also have in this lecture I have practicals, and I do have content during the practicals that they should be doing beforehand. So there are self-directed learning, like how to set up a microscope, which is basically a tutorial that they can do. It's very interactive. They can see videos, they can zoom in, zoom out, and then they have the interactive exercise where there is a launch tool. This was already prepared by colleagues here in Swansea, and they can do all sorts of activities. This is where they can place the correct name of each feature, in this case of the microscope. On Blackboard, I use the announcements very often to announce different things. In this case, I was announcing an event in the Science Cafe. But I also did, during the holidays, I gave them a folder called the Brain Intensity Training, the BIT, where I had several activities that they could do during holidays. And one of the things I shared with them was the science of cake. So this was disseminated on the 20th of December 2015, and it was basically a link to The Guardian, where they could bake their own cake, but they had all the science behind it. So this was a feature that I developed on Blackboard for my students. Now, I've shown you that I've used the TED lessons that is already available on the platform, but I created my own. So to create my own TED lesson, which I've used in a different module that I've just delivered this semester, what I did, I created a video. So this is a video from me in YouTube channel, uploaded to the TED platform. This is me, this is my account. And here they can watch the video explaining one specific topic, and then I not only created the video, I also created the specific questions here. So they have 5 multiple choice questions that I'm going to show you here. So they have 5 multiple choice questions, 1 question that is an open question, then they have access to other resources, and then they have access to discussions. And this is my account, and it's very easy to use. So if I go to my account, I can see all the lessons I've used from other instructors. So this is from a different instructor that they've created, including TED Ed animators. What I've done is I've also used other YouTube videos to create lessons. So this one, I've used it to explain mitosis to my students, and 10 of my students have used this in their lessons. For the TED Ed lesson that I created myself, I had 30 students and only 1 student answered my questions. So this is one thing that needs to be improved. And I can see then how many attempts they did, the multiple choice questions, how many, and I can review all this, and I can even download then the CSV. If I go back, there is an option to download student responses using the CSV file. So again, with TED, the positive things is that actually it's a very easy to use platform. It has over 100,000, almost 200,000 lessons that you can reuse from other instructors. It has a very appealing design in my opinion, and I can check the student progress. It can be tracked. The negative side of it, I believe, is that students need to create their own account, and I guess that puts them off a bit. So they need to create an account to be able to answer the questions. They can always see the videos, they can also always see the questions, but can only see the answers if they have an account. It's free, but they still need to do it. Again, I've had really good student feedback on what is being done well. So some of them said the TED Talk videos and animations used throughout the lecture, so they specifically mentioned this. And also the fact that I use varying teaching techniques, which again includes the videos, the quizzes, slideshows, and the tutorials, which keep the lectures interesting. And finally, I would like to show you Kahoot. So this is Kahoot. This is my own account. I've created several Kahoots. There are many to choose from other colleagues. So the public Kahoots are this big number, and you can recycle questions and answers. So how does this work? So let's go to this. This is a revision that I did during class. So my students get their smartphones. I get this platform. They have 24 questions. I will click play. I will go to the classic mode, and then I ask them to get their smartphones. They will have this video while we wait. This is a code. They will go to the Kahoot. They will introduce the code. This is what they get in their smartphone. They enter it, and we say OK, and they are in. This is what they'll see, and I'll see their name. This is my name in this case. Then I have 50 students or 100. I can play start, and then they know that it's going to be 24 questions. And then I can even put full screen, and this they will see in the class, and this is the question, and then they have 4 options. And this is what they'll see in their phone. They can choose the red, the blue, the yellow, or the green. I'm going to click randomly. This is a wrong question. And then they have 20 seconds to answer, and then they'll answer it. And then this was the correct answer, and then we'll see how many have got it right. So when I end the quiz, the good thing is I can see who was the top scorer, and then I can see the feedback and results, so they can actually give some feedback. Did they enjoy this? Did they not enjoy this? And then I can actually save results, and I can download an Excel file, and I can see if they've done okay, and then I can actually give them the link. They can do this again at home, and I can see if they've progressed it, which is a really good feature in my opinion. So I think that Kahoot has as a positive of being very easy to use platform. It has a very appealing design. It's for free, and it's ideal for big audiences as long as they have smartphones. Over 1,000 students have played this game, and there are many games available on the public domain. As you've seen, you can copy and paste, but there are a few negative things. So they need to have a mobile device. They need to have, of course, Wi-Fi access. It only supports multiple choice questions with a maximum of 4 answers, and the questions have a limit of 95 characters. But again, I have really good student feedback. They really like the quizzes, and they really like what they called the Kerboodle quizzes. And that's basically the Kahoot quizzes. So it's good to know. So I've explored several features as far as online tools and digital technology is concerned. This is my first year, and I want to keep track of the progress of my students, and I'd like to do an exercise, are they benefiting from this? But in the future, next year, I would like to develop a blogging and blogs for my students to start developing creative ways of disseminating content, actually.